Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Crab Chronicles. Today we're going to talk all about crabs. Crabs here, crabs there, crabs everywhere. While playing Volcano Town, of course. Regular Zone Cat Town, nothing too crazy. Yeah, just the usual. And we've got, okay, so this is a volcano town. You guys realize that. It's a pretty crazy volcano town. Obviously, there's lots and lots of molten rock right now. We're going to use ninjas. So we're going to pop one right in the very front here and just go for it. Ooh, wait. We gotta pop down some nano farms, baby. Gotta pop those bad boys down. And non-stop mode. I don't know what's up with that. BLoons Monkey City, for whatever reason, every once in a great while, ends up getting kind of like laggy for me. I don't know why. It's just kind of weird when that happens. So anyways, I just realized I got a 3-0 ninja and not a 3-1. Hopefully this doesn't cause me to lose any lives. It's going to. Wow. So we've got to use a set of road spikes. And 2 sets of road spikes, so that's just awful right from the get-go, guys. Obviously, I'm a big noob cake. All it would have taken is me getting a 2-1 instead of a 3-0. And we would have been just fine. So anyways, I am going to be nano farming quite a bit. Don't want to go too crazy until I can get a 4th tier ninja, though. I'm thinking maybe 2 nano farms is probably good enough. Not really expecting a mob to come out right on round 6 like they normally do on my bigger city, because I'm not that far away from my home base. Oh, crap. This is not good titty sprinkles, guys. Not good titty sprinkles at all. That's just one thing there, one thing there. Got quite a few of them, and let's see if we can get them all. Oh, we did! We got them all! Alright, so that was, what was that? Three silly little pineapples right there. Not gonna get no left off, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to try to save up for a 4th tier ninja now, unless I see more lead balloons come out. Then, of course, I'm gonna have to get a mortar, because they are favored. Wizards are favored too, right? Oh yeah, look at that. I can pick from whatever I want. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up getting a mortar just because I feel like it'll be better on this map because I can move him around everywhere and just have him be super duper efficient. But don't forget that this is a whopping $3,000 tower, and he's definitely hard to get early on in this game, like I'm doing right now. We're just about there. Again, I just am a little bit afraid that if lead balloons come out, guess what? Frickin' screwed at that point, right? Can't even afford a wizard or anything. So it's mortar time. Yay! So we actually did a really solid job kind of defending right there. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. By the way, I know you guys are probably waiting for Crab Chronicles. I kind of lied. I wasn't really planning on talking about crabs today. If that upsets you, I'm sorry. I don't really know what to talk about crabs. I mean, crabs are cool. I will talk a little bit about crabs, just a little bit. I know I'm not talking about the insect crabs. No, I'm talking about the crustacean crab. If you don't know the difference between the two, that's okay. Just wait until you're a little bit older, or I hope you never have to see them in real life. That's pretty much what I'm hoping. They're kind of like lice, but they like different types of hair, guys. Yeah. So, anyways, continuing on. I've never had to deal with them in my personal life. Now that's definitely a nice thing right there. But anyways, crab. I really like to eat crab. Crab meat is the most delicious substance in the entire world. I always tell my friends and my girlfriend, if they ever want to take me out somewhere super duper special and fancy, you can take me out and you can get me crab. It makes me so happy. I don't get it all that often. I would say I'd probably end up getting it maybe once, twice a year. It's like, yeah, I like it and everything, but I'm not going to spend crazy dollars on this food that I don't necessarily need. For example, like when I go to Red Lobster or something like that, I don't have like a Joe's Crab Shack or anything, so I don't really have like prime picking choices for crab. I can only go to Red Lobster or nothing, basically. It's kind of how it works, unless I go to like a really fancy restaurant. And generally, I only like to get snow crab legs. That's just kind of how I like to roll. By the way, if you have never had crab before, it's a bit expensive, but I recommend you try it. I'm not a huge fan of seafood or anything like that. Maybe it's just, I'm a weird person or something, and that's why I end up liking this stuff. But I do. I love it. So, oops, oh no, never mind. I thought I got a 2-3 instead. So this is gonna be a little tight right here, man. We got a lot of balloons to pop. Come on, little ninja buddy. Here you go. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm actually doing a really solid job so far. I got 2 of these 3rd tiers. Cannot go to a 4th tier. If I can fit 1 more, I will. I can. So we're going to get 3 3rd tiers, and then we're going to start spamming things. This is not a super duper hard tile, by the way. It's actually sort of an easy tile overall. You know, you got, I don't know, it's just so long, all these swirls and whirls and goo drops and everything. Pretty easy to take down. But yeah, I mean, I highly recommend trying it. So I'm not a huge fan of seafood in any way. I mean, I don't really like fish all that much. It's like, meh, fish is okay, I guess. Shrimp is okay. Lobster is okay. I've tried that. Not really a big fan of like clams or anything like that. Those are just a little bit too fancy for me, I suppose. Can't think of what other seafood. Like octopus and stuff is like ew. Like calamari, no. I try everything once. I even tried, believe it or not, I tried frog legs once because I was curious. I was like, you know what, people like. Some people love frog legs. They have their like you know, some people say they taste like chicken. Like the big part of their leg tastes like chicken, but like the smaller part, like their calf muscle kind of thing, tastes more like fishy chicken, which is hard to explain, but it's the best way I can put it. Tastes kind of like fish, but like the meat is kind of like the consistency of chicken, so it's odd because fish is definitely different consistency than chicken. So anyways, we got a BFB coming out already. We got to do something big here, guys. We're going to go for a Moab Mauler. I'm going to need more balloon popping power because this is not going to last for me. So we're going to get one more Moab Mauler. I'm going to get a quick ninja over here, actually up to 3, 2. And then on top of that, I'm actually going to pop in my glue gunner already. So I'm actually going to put him, I think, right here should suffice. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2. And we've got a glued BFB right there. Everything's just going to go down into Chinatown. But anyways, to continue on with my crab story. Yeah, so I really don't get to pick, you know, all my different types of crab or anything like that, but snow crab legs are like the way to go because they're cheap and they taste kind of like, I don't know how to, like Swedish, I guess? Not like Swedish fish, but like sweet-ish? Like, I don't know how to say that. It's not like super duper sweet, it's not like candy or anything like that, but it's like a sweet kind of meat, which is just interesting. Then king crab legs, usually they're not that good. I don't know why. King crab legs, like, they're bigger and they're meatier and everything. They just don't taste quite as good. They taste more fishy than they do sweet. So I always go with the snow crab legs, even though it's a little bit of work to get those done. But there's one time, alright, so I went to Las Vegas last year, or this year. Somebody reminded me that when I say last year, I usually mean like a long time ago, but it was really this year in, I think, June, July, something like that. Sometime during the summer I went. And so I'm going to pop in a few more ninjas, actually. I'm going to do a couple ninjas like this. I'm going to do kind of something similar that I did in the last volcano video. I think that's all my ninjas, by the way. But I went to Las Vegas last year, and I won some money. So I was like, you know what? Let me treat myself, dude. I'm going to buy some crab legs. So we went to this pretty fancy restaurant, all right? It was like really fancy. Put it this way. Every single person I saw was ordering wine. And me being the Chris type of person that I am, I don't really like to drink that much. I don't really like wine or anything like that. So I'm like, I'll take a Coke, please. And the guy was like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah, just a Coke. And he's like, oh, okay. So we ended up bringing back literally a glass bottle of Coke. And I couldn't even just drink the glass bottle of Coke. He actually made me, he poured it out into a glass of ice. And I was just like, what's the point of that, man? I mean, like, yeah, it is fresh and interesting and everything, but it's just not really my style, I guess. I don't know. I was just kind of upset that I couldn't get Coke at this place. So anyways, Amanda got like a, you know, a nice steak or whatever, and then I ended up getting, believe it or not, listen to this, guys. Listen to this. Ready for this? This is the most money I've ever spent on a meal ever in the entire history of the world, and I realized it's very expensive. Probably shouldn't have done it, but it was absolutely delicious. It was $80, not including tax or tip, for my crab legs alone. Holy crap. Yes, it was very crazy, I know. It was kind of ridiculous that I did that, but let me tell you, they were like, they actually like cut the crab leg, so you didn't have to work for it at all. You only have to like wiggle the meat out in between the joints and all that stuff. Did not have to do that. They were very nice, and they end up cutting them open for you, so literally just take the meat and you just throw it in your mouth. Deliciousness galore. But they were like sweeter than like snow crab legs generally are. I don't know how this happened, why this happened, if this place just gets really good king crab legs, or if I went at the right time, or what. Not really sure. But they're absolutely mother effing delicious, and I would probably end up getting them again. They were that delicious. If I ever go back to Vegas, I'm probably gonna get those crab legs again, because I would know this time, just get water, don't get the Coke, because I had to pay like, it was like $4 for like a Coke, and then I got a refill, and I figured out, no free refills, man. $8 for Coke. So I'm just spending, I don't even know, it was like $150 at this restaurant after all was said and done. And I don't know. That's like my grocery bill for like weeks, and I spent it in one meal. Oh man! But like I said, I actually came out on top as far as money was concerned. So I basically got my entire vacation, including that meal, for free. I know, that's ridiculous, isn't it? That's how much money I ended up winning in Vegas. And I'm not a good gambler or anything like that. I just got lucky on a slot machine, and bam, freaking zam, I came out on top. In fact, I thought that I won, like, I forgot what I thought. I put it this way. It was actually a couple different slot machines that I kept winning on. I really like this dragon game, though. I don't know, what was it called? Dragon Spin. That's what it was. Dragon Spin. Dragon Spin was like my game. Every time I went on Dragon Spin, I would just like, I'd put in 20 bucks in, and then I'd leave with like 30 or 40. And I did it like 10 times. I was like, hey, why the heck not, man? You get $10, $20 extra like 10 times, you're making like 100, 200 bucks. I'm like, I just keep coming out on top. Why would I ever switch that? So anyways, I just realized I did something kind of stupid. I ended up going for a glue gunner next to a wizard, and that's just something you don't do. Because the wizard actually flings the glue off of the balloons if he tornadoifies them, which is kind of ridiculous, right? It is. So that's really all I got to say about crabs. You know, I used to watch the Deadliest catch a little bit. I wasn't too crazy about that show or anything like that. It was a sort of a fun show to watch every once in a while. But I'll continue my Deadliest catch story or talkings about right after we get into this next map, because obviously there's a lot for us to do today. So we got doubles Oh My Gods coming out. I mean, I'm still like basically on fire right now. Like, nothing's gonna stop me. This is just a nice, easy level. You know, the last volcano level was very, very difficult for me. I just did not have any good way to stop everything, so I got kind of afraid, you know? I was like, everything's just gonna be terrible for me. But now, after playing this level, I realized the volcano tiles are not unstoppable. They're not that difficult if you play it right, and if you get it, if you get going with the farms in the right way and everything, and if you play in a sort of easy tile. Like, the tile is a big, big part of it. So we get 27 more balloon stones. That was, what, 32 balloon stones just from that level alone. I wish that I had more, but, oh crap, DDT! We got, how many DDTs do we have to fight? In all the volcano tiles, there's only one DDT. Let's do it right here. Now, there's DDTs all around this thing, too. There's 4 DDTs. 4 DDTs right here. Woo! DDT craziness right here. I'm going to try, but I will not promise that I'm going to win. And the reason why is mostly because of this right here. You know what? I don't think I can do it. Hold on. Let me think for a sec. I don't think I can do it. I don't even want to try. Nope. I can't do it. Let me just play a different tile. Chill out for a little bit. And think about this. Because let me just thinking out loud for a second. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Maybe this guy. Well, you can't use him on that level. This guy and this guy. This guy and this guy can all not pop the DDTs by themselves. Not camo lead popping power. The wizard can, and the dartling gun and the spike factory all can. But I don't even know if I have enough upgrades to pop all the DDTs that are going to be coming out against me. I have 1 wizard, 1 spike factory, and only 2 dartling guns. It's just not going to work out. And I have to get laser cannons, which are super duper expensive to pop DDTs. So I don't think it's possible for me just yet. Now, what you're thinking is, Chris, you can normally pop DDTs. Yeah, I can. With a monkey village. I can't use the monkey village on the volcano tiles. So yeah, it's going to be a little rough for me to get started in that one. I don't think I want to do it just yet. I'm going to hold off for a little while. And hopefully it'll be okay. So I'm actually going to do sort of an odd strategy. I'm going to try and put my ninja down here, and hopefully he can reach there, and there, each with a shot. Now I want to try and get him as close as I possibly can down to the bottom down here, so he doesn't end up doing something very, very stupid and start hitting the balloons over there instead of over here. Alright, so we're going to start off with the 2-1 ninja. Let's see how it works. Oh, I need the Seeking Shuriken. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Come on, come on. Yeah! Alright, so Seeking Shuriken is obviously the powerhouse that I need right now. He's boss. Absolutely boss. But I need to get my 3rd tier ninja going as well. Come on, little buddy. You can do it. He's doing a really good job. And we will get it. Alright, so we got the 3rd tier ninja now. Still not rolling in the dough or anything like that, but I still feel reasonably safe. Though today, I think I'm going to start off with a wizard, probably sell him into a mortar for later. but I want to get my banana farm early, and I don't want to end up losing to lead balloons early on in this game, so that's why we're going to do a quick wizard start. I'm almost guaranteeing there's going to be lead balloons coming out very, very soon, guys. So also, people complain that I don't use my dart monkeys all that much. Why not? Today's one of those days where every single ounce of popping power that I have is going to help me out. Maybe every single gram of popping power is going to help me out, guys. Obviously, if you guys don't know, a gram is less than an ounce, so every little bit is gonna matter for me. So anyways, yeah, to continue on with my story really quick, what was I talking about? Kind of forgot already, man. Yeah, so there's the lead balloons. I could have stopped them with a pineapple, but you know what you can do. Oh, the Deadliest catch, that's what I was talking about. So I used to watch Deadliest catch just a little bit. It's kind of a cool concept, because basically, like, the whole idea behind it is that if you work really, really hard, only sleep a few hours a night, and you, I don't know, are, like, I mean, it's not the most dangerous job in the entire world. It is dangerous and everything like that, don't get me wrong, but it's not the most dangerous job in the entire world. There are more dangerous jobs. But it is kind of scary. It's like, you know, you could fall off, drown, you could get hypothermia just from sitting in the water too long. It's like raining all the time. It's just kind of like a miserable job to work at. But if you work very, very hard for a few months of your life during crab season, you can pretty much pay for like the rest of your year off. So it's like a miserable time of year until you're not miserable anymore. I don't know. It's just a nice thought, I guess. To be on vacation for like 8 months of the year. And I know other people, you know, sometimes they like actually do work other jobs and everything to help support their family and, you know, make sure that they're not just earning just enough to survive, and making sure that they're doing a good job and, you know, having a, you know, good amount of money. And I totally get that. I'm a hard worker as well. I like to do my extra work when I can. For example, you guys know that I worked at the garden center again, just to earn some extra money for me for presents and everything, to make sure that I was actually going to, you know, survive, man. Gotta make sure I'm earning enough money, not just to survive, but to actually have a reasonable life. And to make sure I'm saving money and stuff for retirement. Because the way YouTube works and everything, man, you don't just earn, you don't really earn a retirement from it and stuff like that. Like, I'm self-employed, basically, so it doesn't work out perfectly every single time. So anyways, I just forgot to get distraction. That's gonna cause me some problems over here. I'm gonna have to use one set of road spikes. Good. But here's the first Moab. This is not going to be as simple as you might think. Let's spam a few sets of road spikes, and going to get a banana farm, though. That's the interesting part, guys. Going to get another banana farm. I feel like I'm going to get more bananas out of each one of these banana farms than the road spikes are going to cost me. So I'm going to farm just a little bit more and just use a few sets of road spikes on these Moabs in the meantime. Again, all you need to do is get one, maybe two good distractions on them, and you're golden. But now I need to get more ninja action, for sure, man. I think 2 ninjas is probably my good goal over here. But my question is, would you guys like to work on a crab fishing boat for a few months out of the year to pay for your entire, I guess, living expenses? For the, like, basically, you just go on like a 7-month vacation or something like that after you work on this boat for a little while. Would you like to do it? Personally, I think it's a really nice thought, and like if I didn't have any opportunities to me, I would totally do it. But I have YouTube already, and that means that I'm not really looking to go around doing very, very difficult jobs where I might end up dying. You know, I'm not really worried so much about the dying part as I am about like only getting like 6 hours of sleep every single night for like several weeks out of the year, several months straight out of the year. It's just not something that really just sounds nice, you know? It's like it's a hard job. That's all I really got to say. It's tough. So here we go, guys. We got our second 4th tier ninja. Makes me feel even safer than I am already. And we're gonna pop in our mortar now. Pop him over here, I guess, just kind of out of the way. Don't need to worry about him anymore. And I'm going to go for the damage instead of the anti-camo thing, because I'm actually going to get my my wizard up to at least 2-1. That'll stop the camo leads, hopefully. Alright, so how are we doing, guys? Again, I think we're just going to chill with like 4 banana farms up to 3rd tier. The money's flowing in really, really quick at this point. We got it all, baby. Got it all! There we go. So I guess we did pretty much talk about crabs this entire time, didn't we? Yes, we did. We talked about crabs and crab-related things all day. It's kind of fun. Though the only sad thing is, like, here's the thing. The only sad thing is sometimes people like to actually, like, pick out their own, like, lobster that they're going to eat. Like, you might see them if you ever go to, like, a fancier restaurant. You'll see the lobster tanks right at the very front of the restaurant. Now, that's sad to me. being like, I'm going to literally take your life and eat you right now. It's true, I'm going to eat you, but I just don't want to pick you out, you know? I just don't want to be the one that's like, you're gonna die. I'm gonna have to kill you. For example, oh my god, guys, I feel so awful about these poor little babies. I'm gonna probably tell this story in a BTT Battles video, but because I know some people watch BLoons Monkey City, some people watch Battles. It's sort of like a, you know, not everybody watches both of them, but it's just such a good story, I guess. It's such a sad story that I just want to tell it. So just check this out, man. Check this out, pop them all. Obviously, the BFBs are becoming a little bit of a problem for me. Just a little bit, just a wee bit. Get a couple cannons in here. Did a bad job with that cannon positioning. We're going to get a few better spots. There we go. Fit 3 of them in there. This should help out drastically. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Alright. So anyways, so there's these, so basically I went in my garage the other day, and nothing, I never see, like, little animals or anything like that. I figured that there was probably mice in my basement a long time ago, because I saw little mouse poops, but I never found mice in my entire house. There's no food in my house that's just sitting around. Like, even the dog food is in a plastic container that is completely airproof, that the mice cannot smell, or find, or eat. So, there's, like, no food for them, so I guess if they want to use my house as, like, a shelter, like, I mean, it's kind of gross and everything like that, but, you know, if they're, like, I don't really mind if they're in my garage, like, whatever, man, they don't bother me. I've never seen one in my garage or whatever, until I went over and I was like, you know what, I gotta pick up my dog's poop. Yep, I do, I pick up my dog's poop. So I use a bucket, like one of these orange buckets, and I put, like, a plastic bag around it. Anyways, I walk over, I pick up the bucket, don't even think anything about it. I walk over and I'm getting ready to put the plastic bag in, and bam! Not one, but 2 dead mice in my bucket. I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, did you kill mice and put them in our bucket? She's like, no, I didn't do that. So these mice, quite literally, suicided themselves inside of my bucket. They climbed in somehow, maybe to eat the poop or whatever they were planning on doing, but to try and do something in the bucket, maybe just to look at things, I suppose. And because of that, they ended up dying. They couldn't get out. It was kind of a smooth, you know, thing on the inside. It was a little bit rougher on the outside, so they were able to climb around and climb up things. Once they hopped in, they couldn't get out. Maybe the other one tried to save the other one, and then they just didn't end up surviving. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But anyways, I had 2 dead mice in my bucket, so I was like, oh man, this is extremely sad. Must be a fluke. Whatever. No big deal. Mice die all the time. A lot of people kill mice. I'm not a killer. I don't like to kill them. I'd rather use traps and put them back outside. Whatever. They don't really bother me all that much, as long as they're not in my house. Pooping all over that, you know, all over the place. No, in the garage, whatever. Mind your own business. I don't care. So anyways, I took out the recycling. I brought the recycling back in, and then I was getting ready to put the buckets back on top of each other and everything, as I usually do. I have like 4 buckets for recycling. I don't have a garbage can. Actually, I have these little, like, bins, I suppose. Okay, yeah, they're like bins. So I walk over, I'm like, alright, I'm ready to go, man. Everything's all good and dandy. I try and put the buckets back inside each other, and nope. There's 2 more dead mice inside of my recycling bins. You know, I know how people are always like, I have a mice problem. I have a mice problem too. I'm killing mice without trying. I am like the mice maestro kill master. I kill so many mice without trying that I feel sad about it. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know. I don't know if it makes me a bad person. I don't think it makes me a good person or anything like that, but it's definitely interesting to see that. And Amanda was like, you know, we should buy some traps. I'm like, why would we buy traps if all these mice are dying? She's like, well, at the very least, you know, you're getting, instead of these mice dying from starving and freezing to death inside of our buckets, at least we can release them outside and let them die from natural causes or whatever. And I'm like, that's kind of true, I guess. It's probably much more humane to at least trap them in our thingamabob and then get rid of them somewhere else. Though, then I'm actually, like, taking an extra step. I'm trying to capture mice. It's so weird. It's just so weird, guys. I don't know what to do about it, about this odd situation right here. Nobody should feel bad. You know, most people would be super happy. Like, these mice are killing themselves. This is perfect. Absolutely epic. Don't have to worry about catching mice or anything like that, but I just feel bad. I feel bad for them. I do. Anyways, we got tons of money right now. We're gonna go bam, 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 bam. I'm gonna sell them all. I'm gonna get 2 Dartling guns down on the bottom here. Bam, bam. Turn them into laser cannons. Oh wow, they're expensive. Oh no, they're only 57.50. I thought it was 7,000 for some reason. I saw the second number instead of the first number. And I'm also gonna get 2 emergency blade maelstroms down here, just in case. You know, you never know when you're gonna need these guys. So they're pretty reasonably expensive. They're not favored or anything like that. But you know, we're taking down Zoma gods with no issues whatsoever. All these ninjas and boabs and glue gunners popping in on top of each other. Obviously, we are a boss. So Amanda just texted me. So I, really random thing that so Amanda was complaining that like when we buy M&Ms, she's like, you know, you're supposed to, because we split our money. We put our money in a pot and then we buy our food. She's like, well, you're eating more than 50% of the M&Ms. She's like, I don't get 50% of the M&Ms. This is unfair. And I'm like, well, I mean, you got to think this is a two-way street, Amanda. Sometimes you do things that cost more money. Sometimes I do things that cost more money. Most of the time, it's me because I need to eat more food. I'm a man. I'm a little bit bigger than you. I eat more food than you. That makes sense, right? So anyways, she was getting a little feisty with me, saying, Chris, you eat too many of the M&Ms. And you know what? Sometimes I do. I go a little too hard, and I eat, like, large chunks of a big bag of M&Ms. It makes me feel pretty bad about myself. Fat and everything. Fat. So fat. So absolutely fat. No, I'm not that fat, but, you know, it does make me feel bad. It makes me want to work out more and try and burn off the calories that I just ate of the thousands of M&Ms. So anyways, I'm like, you know what? It's two-way street, Amanda. There's, things that you do too that cost us money that I don't complain about all that much that I probably should. For example, you always leave the lights on. Always! You leave the lights on here, there, everywhere, all the time. Lights, 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 everywhere. So yeah, and then she's like, no, I don't. I don't leave the lights on that much. Like, maybe every once in a while I leave the lights on. I'm like, you're kidding me? Every single day. When you wake up for work, I come downstairs a little bit later, and the lights are on. And, like, not just, like, one light, but, like, all the lights. Like, the 2 kitchen lights, the 1 light for outside to let Luna outside, the 1 light where the shoes are at, like in the little mud room area, and then, of course, maybe a random light upstairs or something like that so she can see around. I'm like, all you gotta do is turn those things off, man. Turn them off. That's all you gotta do, just turn them off. So anyways, I told her that what I'm gonna start doing is I'm not gonna eat all the M&Ms, but I'm gonna start charging her M&Ms every time she leaves a light on. So now, she left the light on, and I told her that she owes me 6 M&Ms. So now that's how we're doing things. And then eventually she's gonna realize that I'm gonna eat the entire bag of M&Ms because she leaves so many lights on. And she's gonna be like, oh crap, this is horrible. I'm just gonna stop annoying Chris about him eating so many M&Ms because he's fat. Well, you know, honestly, she should annoy me. I get that. I shouldn't eat so many M&Ms. But it's like, you know, it's my decision. If I want to eat that many M&Ms, you can't stop me. You can't stop me from eating the M&Ms. If you want more M&Ms, go buy more M&Ms. Or tell me specifically, Chris, these are my M&Ms. I went out to the store and I bought them with my money. I want these M&Ms. And I would say, okay, that's fine. If you want your own personal M&Ms, you can have your own personal stash of M&Ms. I'm fine with that. So this has turned into an M&M extravaganza right now, guys. The great M&M fight of 2016, right before 2017 happens, right? Oh, man. So, anyways, we should clean these guys up nice and easily. It looks like we're not even going to have to use our blade maelstroms or emergency blade maelstroms. This was, I don't know, was this just a Zoma God tile? I think it was just a Zoma God tile, which, in general, are usually the easier ones for me for volcano tiles. Because, again, the balloons are usually sort of problematic for me on volcano tiles, and the Zoma Gods make it so it's not that balloonerific on my face. So if you guys had a grand old time talking about crabs and or the great M&M fiasco of 2016, make sure you press the like button for me. I do appreciate that a bunch. Ooh, look at this little guy. He's got his little floating guy on the mountain over there. There's it's weird that the Tornado Wizard guys are on here, and then the Dragon's Breath wizards are on this one. So by the way, I'm going to clean up. I'm going to do every single volcano tile before I do pretty much anything else. Also, I noticed I think there's some snow tiles over here. Pretty sure there's some snow tiles somewhere, even though it's kind of odd that there's like desert next to snow. Whatever floats their boat, Ninja Kiwi. Desert next to snow, I kind of understand, but not really. Anyways, I'm going to clean these volcano tiles up. Ooh, there's even more down here. Maybe I'll even pop all the way down there and do them. And then the last thing I'm going to do is fight this phase crystal. Hopefully I can get enough money for it, and then just phase crystal the crap out of everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a super duper delicious day.